Okay, so you just watched my tutorial on how to do basic movements like move forward, move left, move right, and reset your location or select your start location. Now this tutorial is going to be about how to change your avatar. If you press on the options button, I don't know what it is for Xbox, but if you press on the options button, this pop-up menu will pop out and you can select a bunch of things right here. I will show you guys everything and what you can do with it. Okay, so let's start at the top, which are the maps. The official maps, which are of the official game, are these 5 maps. You have the Easy Day High School, which you will probably start in. Then you have the Big Ramp, Downtown Los Angeles, California Skate Park, West LA Courthouse. All of these are really good. I would really recommend trying them out first because they're really good because they're really good parks to learn how to skate in Skater XL. In order to load in, it's really simple. You just click on maps, go down, go up, and press X or just the button to select something, and you will automatically spawn in. These are not the only maps that you can play on in Skater XL. These are just the official ones. But if I press R1, I will go to a different tab, which are community maps. These maps are made by people and not the official game. This is really cool because there are a bunch of websites out there in order to download things like maps or clothes, and I will put another tutorial on how to do that in my description, or I will make one pretty soon. So yeah, you can also have a lot of different maps. I don't think you can make one of your own unless you're really skilled at Unity. So yeah, these are all the maps you can play on, and they're really cool, some of them, and I will show you guys in the future how to download. The next thing are the challenges. Challenges are a really good way to learn how to do tricks. Now obviously watching my videos can also help you, but I would also recommend going here and trying out a few of these to improve even further. The next thing is the replay. Replay is something that is quite hard to understand, and you obviously know what it is, but it's really hard to control, and it's basically to capture a trick of yours or to watch what you did. Because it's so hard to learn, I think I'm gonna make another separate video about that. Just go to my channel if you want to see that one. After replay, you have Edit Skater. The Edit Skater tab will decide how your character looks. Of course, you can do it by your own. You can do male, female, and you can even do 4 pretty popular skaters which you can use. Okay, so after you chose your style and how you look, you can go back, and the next thing is the DIY map editor. This got added actually only a few months ago, so I don't know that much about it, but it's pretty simple and it's actually really cool. So in any map, it doesn't matter, you can press this and it will load in, and now you can start placing things. You have to be careful with this because the more things you add, the harder it is for your PC or PlayStation or just your console to load those things in. Don't place too much things. Look out for your console so that it doesn't overheat and maybe explode. But yeah, this is pretty cool. So to move in this, you can use your left joystick and you can move around. To look around, you can use your right joystick and you will look around. Now, as you can see in the bottom left, it says zoom in, zoom out, which are these 2 buttons, L2 and R2. The different camera modes are not something that special, but you basically have rotate, which means to rotate around the object. You have orbit to orbit around the object like that. And those 2 are the only 2 types you could choose. I like orbit, but you can choose whatever you want, because for me it doesn't move around. So yeah, that's basically it. To get a different item, you use your D-pads and you just have to press any of them. It doesn't matter which one, but you will find out how it works. It's pretty simple. So yeah, you can choose all different types of things. You can choose rails, stop signs. To place, like it says in the middle, just press X, and to delete, go over it and press square. Next thing is the settings. The settings are something really hard, but you can choose whatever you want here, and like I said in the first tutorial, the display controller, which is the controller on the left bottom side, that's usually only for tutorials and to show you how to do something. So yeah, I would leave it off. Stance, regular or goofy. I have it on regular. For the people that don't know the difference, just search it up real quick. It's basically regular is left foot forward and goofy is right foot forward. The trick feedback is the thing on the top left, which will show you if you do a trick, it will show you what trick you just did. I can give you an example of that. For example, I do a kickflip. It will show me that I do a kickflip on the top left. So it's pretty useful if you want to see what tricks you're all doing and to learn more about tricks in general. The Display music titles, it will show you what music is playing. I have my music off because I don't really like it. I usually watch YouTube when I play this game, so yeah, I have it off. But if it's on, this will show you what music is playing. Allow user generated content, this is not important, I would just leave it on. And the same thing for this. If you press R1, you go to the next setting, which is the audio settings. Again, you can choose whatever you want. I prefer to have my music off because I watch videos, but you can choose whatever you want. The next thing is resolution. This will all depend on how good your console is and on how big the screen is. If I play on PC, you will probably have a little bit more customization than if you play on a PlayStation or Xbox, but try not to blow up your console because that would, be pretty bad. Next thing is multiplayer settings. So again, this came in a few months ago, multiplayer. It's something really cool. I will do another tutorial on that because it's sick. But basically you can choose some of the settings for that in here. Your name, the color that you are to other people, and if you want to see other people's names, or if you want people to be able to spectate you, stuff like that. Okay, the next thing is multiplayer, but like I said, I want to do a different tutorial on that because that's something also different. Okay, so the next thing after multiplayer is the mod browser. So remember when I said that in the edit skater you could choose different types of things, but you could also download things? Well, that's mainly here, but also on different websites, but this is the in-game version of a website. As you see, you can download maps, you can download hair, you can download all types of things, decks, you can download wallpapers, grip tapes. It's really sick. On the top you can choose maps or gear. In order to move, you actually use your left joystick, and yeah, you can choose all kind of things. Now as you can see in the top right of the screen, there's a little pop there and it says 104 gigabytes available. Please be careful and look at that number. If it goes over, your console will explode. So keep it under, try to keep it as low as possible. You can download a few things, but don't start downloading every single thing. Especially don't download things that you don't need or don't want, because it will take a lot of space up. But again, this is your own choice, so you choose. The next thing are the tutorials, which are basic explanations of tricks and how to do them. They're quite cool, but I also make YouTube videos and I think my explanation is going to be a little bit better, but yeah, definitely take a look at this too because it could also help you further. The web links, you don't have to look at that, it's just to go to the social content of the game, and yeah, this will basically show you the news and stuff. The next thing obviously is exit game to exit the game. Okay, so that was everything you have to know about the pop-up menu in Skater XL. I hope you guys enjoyed, I hope you learned a few things, and I will see you guys in the future.